Dave, and no, Mecci he's still away. I'm coming to you live from the Freedom Slips Sydney studios. We are one piece of the information puzzle on Revolution Radio on freedomslips.com. You can collaborate with us in the chat room while we're on air. Also, I recommend this. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Check out updates between shows, and check out our website for featured guests, previous show notes, and if you missed out during the show, you can access all of the links we paste into the chat. You can also catch us on TalkStream Live, tunein.com on the smart platforms, phones, tablets, etc., even on your PC. Grace Tabletop Radios. You can tune into freedomslips.com on there, or as we prefer, you can come to freedomslips.com. The number in the US, if you live in the US, you can call 347-688-2902. That is 347-688-2902. You can also call 2912 at the end. Or if you have Skype, you can call Freedom Screen. Just add that to your Skype contacts and call away. This is show number 58. Wow. It still surprises me every single week, every time the number gets bigger. don't expect it to get lower, but certainly bigger is something else. Oh my goodness, what a week in news we've had. It's been an extraordinary thing. I said it last night on Seth's show, Second Foundation. Great show, by the way. Love Seth. He's awesome. We chat outside of show hours too, and yeah, unbelievable. I don't know how he does. He has more airtime than anyone else. Hey, Jer. Look, do you know what? This week in news has been, there's tragedy everywhere. And then there's even more conspiracies. I don't think there's a week that goes past without them. Where the career is just trumped up by the media and really nothing's happening at all. And I say that, and I mean that. Because what's happened this week? Nothing. I can't believe any of it. I don't believe one whiff of it. And then suddenly you've got, people dying in the marathon because of two, that look like homemade explosives. You have the Family Guy episode being pulled and edited and being deleted off TiVo's because of two scenes in there. One where the dad from Family Guy drives through the crowd killing everybody just to be pictured as first place. And then further in the same episode, he's at the pub or at the bar with his friends, pulls out his mobile phone, dials a number, only to hear two explosions occur, and then, he puts his phone back away again. So that was his, he was obviously dialing up an explosive to detonate it. And that's the reason why. And if you have a look, it's not a hoax, guys. Have a look for Family Guy hoax. And it isn't a hoax. It really aired. And good luck with that. I think it's a disappointment. This is my rant. I know Hawk has them. I'm old enough to have rants. Do you know what? I'm pretty sick of this. I really am. The manure plant blowing up, it's an ammonium nitrate explosive, just needs a bit of a detonator and you're good to go. I've been listening to people talk about this and they say they can see a missile come in from the side and explode in a different area and suddenly the entire place goes up. We've seen that footage from the helicopter. It looks like it could be CG'd of the 9/11 shot of a missile coming in and taking that out. I just really am, I'm sort of getting over the media blow up of everything. Sort of, I wish they'd just cancel the news altogether. Who cares? I don't want to put my head underground. I don't want to be an ostrich and say that I don't believe it's happening, but I just don't believe the people who are telling us the information are telling us the right stories. And I have to say I'm included in that. I tell news stories, but you filter it. You have to filter through the chaff to get to what's real. And, I have to shrug my shoulders now and say, how much more fear can you have? people weren't convinced that Korea was a threat. Okay, let's bring it home. Sorry, US. Like I say, I love the US. God bless America. But you're controlled by crazy people. So here we are. I was watching the news clip, and it was within 5 seconds of the explosion, the military were on scene already. There was 3 people in full camos, pulling the fences down and moving them to get to the people. What were the military doing at a fun run? We don't have them at ours. I don't care who you are. That doesn't seem right. The only plausible explanation from their point of view is that it was for crowd control. You know what? There wasn't even 5 deep watching it. Not even 5 deep. There's no crowd. That's not a crowd. If you have 1 million people as a crowd, bring the military in for that. Yeah. But I really hesitate to believe in anything else. Now I'm hearing that there was a parallel event occurring for the Boston Marathon, which was a scenario in which bombs were let off. Gee, that just reeks, doesn't it? That reeks of exactly the same thing as 9/11. Oh, we didn't know it could happen. Rubbish. You were running a scenario on the same morning to do with planes running into buildings. You cleared your airspace for it. Like JFK. You see the car driving down the road. The guy hears something, talks into his lapel. His dudes are ordered off the car, and then the guy's shot. The guy being John F. Kennedy. Like, this is controlled from above, man. People know what they're doing. I don't believe those poor schmoes that were captured had anything to do with it. I'd like to see the proof of that. I've seen photos of him on the gurney with big slashes he didn't have when he was escorted into the vehicle naked. So, I'm really, I don't know. You know what? Lock me up in a international community is wide. Yeah, I know, Jer. I really do. It just annoys me. That's all. That's all I can say. It annoys me. And I hope it annoys you too. I'm not calling for a riot. I'm not calling for anything at all, except for just awareness. I'm gonna sound like a couple of ex-hosts off here. Open your eyes, people. What's going on? I'm just a guy on a radio station. That's all I am. I've been watching all the other hosts this week, trying to filter for some happy news, something interesting that was going to bring it out. And all it is more confirmation that we're not in control of our lives. The other people are anyway. And, if they want to kill people to get us into Korea, the next step is, let's put the stepping stones in place. Okay. Happy world, all good. Maybe the economy is faltering a lot. Next stepping stone. We have conflicts everywhere that no one really is interested in, like Iran. Don't go in there. Serious. Just leave it alone. And I've said this 1,000 times. If China was the world police, you would be hating every minute of it. If China went to Iraq, if China went to, what's another one? If China did all the things you guys do in America, you would hate it. Simply, that's it. That's the end of the argument. You would hate every minute of it. You would complain that they were bullies. You would complain all the time. So they're just doing it to you. And I heard that Obama speech where he says that the National Guard should have as much power and is as well funded as the Army. Couldn't believe that. I'm hearing, I was on a conversation yesterday on the Second Foundation show when I'm hearing the host, I won't name them all, but I'm hearing the host talk about this and saying, you know what, he's building his militia. He's doing all those things. And, it's some scary stuff. I'm just, do you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to talk about that stuff anymore. It just upsets me. I've got kids. I don't want to see them grow up in a world that's where the government's willing to kill people for a point just so they can go into a war and kill more people. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. It's a better world than that, It really is. Maybe you only have to go through that so you can have a post-war, happy world. But the last one, World War II, we ended up with a Cold War. Well, a supposed Cold War. Nothing really happened. I mean, there was tension, and it led to the fall of one of them. Maybe they just gave up. They couldn't care less either. Anyway, I just hope you like rice because that's what's coming. I want to bring some kind of happy news. This is happy news. Alien solar system has 2 worlds that look a lot like home. Apparently the Kepler has spotted, Kepler 62e and 62f. And they're both a little bit bigger than Earth, like 1.6 and 1.4 times the size of Earth, but that's pretty good. And they're both in the happy zone, in the Goldilocks zone. That's where they are. And I love this being able to do this. Hey Seth, you're welcome, man. Anytime at all. I'm getting messages from the chat and messages through Skype as well. So yeah, man, Jer, anytime I'm in your area, let's just go fishing. I reckon that'd be awesome. That's just about you and me, or you and the nature and the fish and eating and bringing it all back home again. I think it's awesome. I think we need to do that every once in a while. So whenever you're in the area, okay. And look, I know you can hear a bit of dismay in my voice because I am. There's a lot going on. Today, just letting you know, guys, my mother had passed away a number of years ago, 4 years ago. And, she'd been writing a book for 25 years. 25 years. She kept rewriting it and being rejected and rewriting it again and not being accepted by the publishing companies and then doing it again and again and again. And 25 years later, she ended up dying of cancer, which she'd suffered from the entire time she was writing the book. And, she died. I'll not do this figuratively, but certainly, you can use your imagination. I have an artistic flair. She was clutching the book against the chest saying, someone please accept this manuscript. Anyway, 4 years ago, she's passed away. I've just finished the final, read through of it, and, I published that today, on Amazon, and, 300 pages. It's a good read. It's, an imaginative fictional tale, based on, her traveling, and, it's got hideous torture in it. I can't believe my little old mother, my little mum. It's romance, it's got romance, it's got like some kind of erotica thing in it going on. My little humble little mum. Wow. It's got people being tortured almost like Syriana. If you remember George Clooney's fingernails getting pulled out by pliers. It's got worse than that in it. It's just something else. So I wrote that, and I can't tell you how it ends. There's no spoiler here. But, if you look for the book named The House with Three Doors. And, The House with Three Doors. And have a look for that. If you've got a Kindle or an e-reader, get a copy of that. It'll, make my mum's heart, wherever she is, shine. I'm going to tell you that. And, oh man, that was sad writing the description of the book. Oh my goodness. Anyway, on a nice note, I'm pretty pleased that we're finding more and more of these planets out there. I think the segue was being out there or dead. I don't know. And, the evidence so far doesn't point towards there being any kind of atmosphere. We're not putting the light from there. We don't have the ability, that little bit of light that is around the corona of the planet as it passes in front of that twinkling little star. We're not able to refract that through a prism to work out what its constituents light bands are. If we did that, we would understand what chemicals there were, whether it was oxygen or hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, chlorine, fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. We'd be able to, and neon, that's the first term, fluoride and neon, elements. We'd be able to know what element it was, gas in the atmosphere of the planet if we were doing that, but I don't think we are. It's too small and too little to detect it, and we're not sort of set up for that yet. But at least we're finding these planets, and by finding more and more planets in the habitable zone, or the Goldilocks zone as they're known, which is a zone in which liquid water can exist. The star it goes around is like more orange than our sun, and so it's I think it's smaller and cooler, but still it's within the right zone. So if it was too much CFCs or whatever, the planet, just like Venus, would be 1,500 degrees on the surface. But if it's clear enough air, it certainly could have life on it. And I forget how many light years away it is, but it's certainly a destination. It would be on my list of planets to go see if I had one. If I could travel interstellar right now, if I could say, look, I'm just going to continue the broadcast as I fly interstellar. It's certainly one place I'd like to go and have a look. I rattled my brain this week, and I've been having a hard time trying to keep Mecci, contacting with Mecci because of his travels. He goes on and offline, and I think he's still overseas. And I've been in contact with so many people that I want on my show, and this time slot it's just killing me because they don't want to do it live because it's like too late. And when they are okay to do it, it's the middle of the day and I can't. So I'm going to have to maybe take a day off or something like that and do a couple of recordings and fit it in because I think we're really missing out. I'd love to be able to have like a primetime show or something that was going to fit into the to their schedule. When we did Giorgio Tsoukalos, that was a pre-record. We've done a couple other pre-records, and one you didn't even know, which was awesome. But the people I've just been in contact with are absolutely, they're rock stars as well. And okay, thank you. So they're sort of rock stars in their genre, and it's tough getting them online. So look, what I'd like to do, if we can, I'd love it if, not just like it, I'd love it if it was at all possible, if we could have some of my favorite hosts and callers call in for tonight's show. I think Seth and I and Jer and Michael, last week we had a great show, doing some role play of how we would act if we were, maybe 1,000 years in the future and going visiting other planets. I think that was a great show. And I just listened back to the audio from that, this afternoon, and, I think we had a lot of fun. So I'd like to do it again. I'd like to open up the lines, just for maybe like a fun round table and see if we get the inkling, see if we get something that might be able to work its way into a role play session. And, so if we can, if you're out there, is there anybody out there? If we could get someone to jump in, that'd be awesome. Don't forget, if you're in the US, you can call in on 347-688-2902, or you can call in on 347-688-2912. That's my Skype number directly. Or add Freedom Screen and jump in. I'm putting this out to everyone. I'd love it if you could. If you guys could jump in, let's have some fun, yeah? Cheer me up. I'm really missing Mecci. But I'll tell you some of the people that I've been talking to. Whitney Strieber, also Anne Strieber, his wife. Jason Martell, who's still giving me the dodge. I have no clue why. Clifford Stone. Another Australian UFO guy, John Warner as well. Also Dominic McNamara, and there's a whole bunch more. So, Kathleen Martin, I think I mentioned her. So there's a whole bunch of people that I'm really trying to get on board to come and have a chat, and also get Giorgio back. And yeah, so if Angela is listening, I'd love to have her on it. We haven't been on air since like a long time ago together. Let's do it. Let's get people in. Oh, by the way, just remember that this is listener funded radio. So jump onto freedomslips.com and push the donate button. And yeah, let's see if we can get a caller, yeah? Come on, Jer. I know you wanna. You too, Tones. I know you're there. You know, it's crazy. The thing with the lights here. Come on. I know you want to do it. Jump in. Come on, guys. Jump in. All right. I'm going to pull you in. Ha 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 ha. 1, 2. Let's see you. Let's see you get in here. Where's my favorite chair there? Oh, there he is.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling you in.
What are you doing, man? Supposed to be doing shiny side out.
Well, you know, we are, but there's no Mecci, so I don't think it's completely shiny or it's not inside out.
Here, bring you some help.
Cool.
Hello.
Hey, Jay.
Hello.
Angela Black here?
No.
Okay.
She's not answering.
Greetings. Stu Noodle here?
Yeah, g'day, how you going, Gear Bear?
Hello, Mr. Noodle.
What's new with you?
I've just been staying away from the computer with activities outside, trying to get a garden growing and my patio remodeled. So, do I have interference from my fan right now, gentlemen?
Like last week, we can't hear it. Let's just not consider it.
Well, if
Hey,
you hear
Dave,
it,
how are
I'll
you?
shut it down. No, Tones will hear it. I got to shut it off.
Well, you're right.
Tones knows that high D.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought it was part of the ambiance.
All right. Anyway, welcome. Nice to see you, Dave, and Tones, and Seth, and Noodle. God bless you guys.
Oh, thanks for doing the intros. Yeah, because I've just dragged in Seth Michael from Second Foundation, and we have Stu Noodle, Tones. Oh, he comes with his own intro music.
Yes, he does.
I know, and I'm just cranking my keyboard up too.
Inspirato.
Oh yeah. So look, I just wanted to have some fun with it because, you know, I've got nothing. I've got no show notes. I've got no Mecci.
I think everybody could use a break too. Not break from your show and your information from you and Mecci, but just the overall.
It's been really heavy, hasn't it, Tones?
Heavy, man. Seth tried doing it last night. He had a little beat going on his entire show. Throughout the entire show was awesome.
No one commented on it. Nobody. I don't know if they didn't notice. I don't know if they didn't hear. But no, I had a beat going through at least 3/4 of my entire show.
I didn't hear it at the end.
Yeah, I'd stopped it at the like probably the last break I did.
As long as it wasn't a samba. Oh, that good old samba, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a chip oil hazard.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy! So, gentlemen, what have we all been doing? What's Give me some good news.
Good news?
Yeah.
Next. Jerry, you're up.
Good news. Ain't nothing but good news, except ignore the media and forget about it.
Hey, we're all still here. How's that for some good news?
That's good news.
The 14th Bachtoon.
Got the Studio B up and running. That's good news, right there.
That. That's awesome.
Good news. And Hawk got this new software today that's basically like a switchboard where everyone's going to be able to call 1-855, just an 855 toll-free number. And somehow they'll have their own extensions. People will just say the name of the host. You know, who do you want to speak to, whatever. And you'll say, you know, Dave Dunger. And it'll call your extension, which will be associated to an inbound Skype line. So I believe the hosts are going to have to pick up some inbound Skype line, their own Skype numbers.
Done it. I've opted in.
Hawk won't ever have to worry about forwarding the calls anymore, or, you know, waking up every hour on the hour to manually run it, the macro that he does, or whatever he does, you know, to switch the forwarding the phone numbers. You'll just call one number, ask for the host extension, and it'll call them. Yeah,
that'll help with bringing in guests for people's shows like I did for Hijacker. That's a great idea.
Yeah, come to you live.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, we got it going.
We might as well have a musical roundtable.
As long as it's original music. Yeah, so how's...
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm up. And
where's your partner tonight?
I don't know.
Said the hell with it, right?
Yeah. I didn't make that call to my father and ask him what the perfect mix of human body to lime is.
Oh.
I didn't do that 2 weeks ago. Perfect cover. He's gone overseas, hasn't he? Yeah. We didn't argue about the revenue that we're making. No, it's all good. He's just gone overseas, traveling for his work, whatever. I don't know. He said, I'll see you next week. Well, that didn't happen. So the poor fellow, I think he's just suffering because, the country he's in doesn't have, Wi-Fi anywhere at all. Doesn't matter where you go, there's nothing. And every once in a while I see him go past someone's house and give free Wi-Fi. And he jumps up into Skype, is online, and disappears again.
That's funny.
It really is. You should have heard him going off, because he's a technology specialist, and for him to go offline kills him. Right? I know it kills me. Being offline for sometimes it's good. Sometimes you want it, right? Oh look, I'm gonna go offline for a week, and I'll see you next week. You just switch your phone off. Oh yeah. But he's in a country where you would expect there to be technology, and there's just none. Oh boy, you should have heard him going off. That was funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
Stu just went through. He told me a little withdrawal about a month ago, recently.
Mm-hmm.
While he was waiting for his ISP to kick back in, like the first couple of days, he said it was pretty serious.
28 days. 28 days without the internet. I mean, I went to an internet cafe, but everyone was smoking. Over here, you can smoke in internet cafes. So, I mean, it was pretty horrific. Not that I don't like smoking, but...
Do you smoke now?
No, I gave up.
You were in there 24/7 for 28 days, weren't you?
No, I tried not to be.
Okay, have you ever ordered pizza in that 28 days when you're in the internet cafe? Did you?
No, it was really all I did, though, Dave, is I just went and looked at my emails and different things that I need to look at certain times, and so it was more to stop the withdrawal symptoms, because I tell you what, if I suggest anyone, you go out there and go 28 days without the internet and you'll have massive withdrawal symptoms, because it's like an addiction in some ways. And it's also a good way of actually communicating. I mean, look at us. I'm in Berlin, you're in Australia, Tones is in America, Seth's in America, Gear Bear's in the States as well. We're talking all over the world. So the technology's great. I wish we had this as kids. Imagine what we could have done.
Well, that's true. But comically, did you stay in there for too long where you missed a meal? Just because you were getting your fix of the internet?
No. It was 50-cent bob. I'd only go in for the time, because, have a little counter at the top and you can count down. It says like 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, but I'd only go for 50 cents. And that was my time limit. And I had half an hour for 50 cents. So I had half an hour to do everything. So I really pressed myself to stay within a confined. I know it was a little bit sort of harsh, but that's what I wanted to do. I just really didn't want to spend too much time in there.
Ooh, like that. Keep rolling, Seth. Who's that? Oh, that's Tones.
Everybody brought their toys today. Dave, I really enjoyed the roundtable last week that you did after the Shiny Side.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
So what I really wanted to, I'd like to do another one. Is there a topic that we can throw in and we can give ourselves roles?
Can I specify that it doesn't have anything to do with, let me think, bombs?
Yeah, no, I'm not touching that.
What was another one? Just explosions in general.
Manure.
Does that include space explosion?
Oh, no, you're going to have space.
Does not include space explosions.
Cool.
Okay, I got one for you. If a child is born in space, to what residency on Earth is the child associated with? Go.
That's just
where in space?
In Earth's orbit in space, or
we talking low Earth orbit, because it may end up being like
first child is born on the ISS.
Oh, they're going to have it. They're not going to be right. I reckon they'd be Earthlings. They
might. This is how legally. I think that it would be whatever territory they were over.
That's wild stuff, right?
Yeah, but now if labor took an extended amount of time and they were able to begin the birth over one country, and they're slowly going country to country, actually rather quickly. I can't
22 minutes in orbit.
Well,
yeah,
they're talking about this on space.com about getting a couple together and having them go at it in space for the first time.
I don't think it's the first time, to be honest, but it'll be the first birth.
Where can I sign up for that, Tones?
Well, they want a married couple to head out to the Mars colony.
Yeah, that's the envoy. They're going there first.
The one-way trip.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Uh-huh.
Hope there's no complications in birthing.
There's a space hackathon. There's NASA launched a Space Apps Hackathon this weekend. NASA's kicking off a worldwide hackathon this weekend with teams of citizens competing to create software, hardware, and mobile and web applications that will solve problems and improve life on Earth and in space. As part of the second ever International Space Apps Challenge, NASA has released 50 wide-ranging problems to be tackled during the 48-hour event. Some of the groups will be drawing up conceptual design for a space greenhouse that could be used to grow food during manned missions to the moon and Mars. Others will be creating an app for stargazers to trace the location, color, and size of meteors. Still more will be making Lego rovers that can be remotely controlled by computers or smartphones. while other teams compete to create the best airport simulating gaming app that uses crowdsourcing to get better ideas for air traffic management and reduce pesky flight delays. So I'll give you this link here. I love me my space.com.
They're just trying to lower costs.
Well, yeah, you employ the children.
Don't they employ people for this kind of stuff?
Right.
Seems
well,
like something they ought to get paid for.
You get the children, get the ideas from the children. That's what all these rocket clubs, that they have, these rocket science clubs that NASA comes and says, "Ooh, look at your technology. That looks pretty good. Let's take that technology from you."
And suddenly the child is gone.
Right.
Living on Mars.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool. Little space hackathon this weekend, a little NASA hackathon.
It's only going to take some guy like Martin from The Simpsons who creates an app that decides for itself that there's too many humans on Earth.
See, and I thought the last guy that hacked NASA got sent to jail and.
Yeah, he was attempted to be deported from England.
Well, they're not actually hacking NASA. They're helping NASA.
They should specify. NASA's kicking off a worldwide hackathon.
I've already written that app. Oops.
I mean, some people just scanning the headlines. Oh, really? Awesome.
It's running. Right. It's running right now on my phone. Awesome. So you finished it now, Tones?
You guys, yeah, right. You guys have exactly 7 minutes to code this and begin. Right.
Copy paste. Copy paste.
Hang on.
Hang on.
I'm in my zone. I did it.
Done.
But that's the answer. Look.
Oh, anybody seen Oblivion?
Halfway, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I was gonna get my woman to watch it with me, and I was like, I don't know if she'd find this anywhere near as interesting as I do.
Well, I didn't fall asleep because I was bored. I can't make it past the halfway through a movie now without just have a sliced pizza or something or whatever I'm eating. First half hour, 45 minutes, and I'm done.
I want a slice of pie, man. Goodness.
Yeah, take a drive over here. I got 15 pizza places within a 3 mile radius.
Forget about it.
Forget it.
Oh, that's funny. So, are they pizza and crematorium? Like, are they joined together with? Are they dualities? Yeah.
That's why it was. That's why you just got to know the right people. The guy who owns a funeral parlor. Guy who owns a lot of land down the Pine Barrens. Who's actually
the farmer.
Yeah, the pig farmer.
Line.
Cremator, mortuary, all that kind of stuff. Mortician, all these. You just gotta know all these people. They're all family members, cousins of cousins, and nice. Everything's
They're in the
nice.
family.
Yeah, like what's his name? Enzo the baker in The Godfather stood outside the hospital with his hand in his jacket. I'm Enzo. Right.
Respect to the family, by the way. If you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they went quiet. Everything got too digital. So they're into something else now. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. Oh.
So
I'm still
what nationality would it be? I'm curious. It's the International Space Station. Would it be the first citizen of the world?
Well, yeah, there we go. Go back to the original question. If the child is born in space, who does the parents of the child?
I think I read a story once where some guy sold the moon. I can't remember. These kinds of questions were asked.
I think I met that guy that bought it.
Listen, You're joking around, but this is real. They're going to have children in space. They want to. I want to know who's going to take the claim of the child. It must come to that down to the parents because they're not in any actual land space. I hear what Seth's saying.
When they're coming back, man, immigration's going to be a bitch.
Yeah, what passport?
You were born where? Papers, please.
Oh, it'll be from Hawaii, just like Obama. Look.
Universal papers.
Oh, yeah. And they will have a chip under their skin and the barcode. It's all good. So, look, I think it would be like, people betting at a casino and you've got the big, what's called the chocolate wheel. Yeah, you spin it and as it's slowly decelerating and going clack, 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 clack. And that's the Earth and the ISS going around the outside. And the people will be going, come on, not Oceania. Not Oceania. There's nothing there. It's got to be a continent. Let's be over a continent. I think that would be hilarious. I wouldn't want to be the dad, the expectant father, vying for, your preference. That would be hilarious.
It may not even be an issue, being that it'd be the first person born in space. We don't know that someone born in space will be able to come back to the planet. Mm-hmm. I've read a lot of novels where, like people born on the moon, in the moon colonies and things like that, were unable to return. Some of them were unable to ever come to the Earth because the way that their bones are essentially just don't have the strength, could not hold the pressure of gravity.
Until you finish breastfeeding, you're given your opportunity to learn your environment, and that environment is all the germs that are there, the use of the mouth for speaking a language. It's nice. That takes me back. That's what my daughter did over and over the other night. So yeah, I think that you just have to be considered, the first one. It'd be, imagine the Guinness Book of World Records. You're number one. But you're right, Seth. The sci-fis say that, you can't make it here. But it's no different. I'm sure you could eventually do it if we transported, all of our bacteria and bioorganisms across to the environment you're in. If it was completely sterile, you'd be starved. If it was sterile. If there was nothing from Earth, and if, you'd been irradiated through the Van Allen belt and there was no bacteria, I think you'd really have a hard time being faced with it. You think that people would have allergies now? You wait till that poor sucker has to land on everything.
And thus we come into the hatred between the loonies and the groundhogs.
Very nice.
The innate distrust and dislike of these foul creatures that must go through extensive decontamination before they're even allowed inside your home.
Mm-hmm. Unless you've completely conquered all bacteria, there's no way you could set foot, even on Mars for that matter. I think that if we went to Mars and defrosted it, what hideous things are we going to defrost that we've never been encountered, or we've never encountered before? Has no one thought about that, or is it just me? I'm not a germaphobe, but I realize, if you go to, say, the Congo, you can get some hideous flesh-eating virus that can, eat all your skin, just starts as like a blister that never heals, and then suddenly you've got no skin on your leg. You seen that, guys?
Yes.
Hey.
I read that a guy has that they've weaponized that even. Speaking of Doom.
Doom, yeah. So I've heard about that. And I reckon that if we went to Mars and, we defrosted the planet enough, if it even is frosty, it's got blue sky and all that, if you believe all the YouTube videos. So if we go there and we discover there's in fact life there, maybe we were pre-programmed to live there anyway. Maybe we were from there. But if we went there and we weren't, and we defrosted it, what kind of green goop is going to be growing on the rocks that we've never encountered before that we just suddenly kills us for no apparent reason whatsoever? Maybe we're allergic to it. Apparently, if you listen to that interview on,
It would turn into lime sherbet, and we could eat it.
yeah, that's awesome. The whole
It'd be
planet's made of
creamy,
fairy.
and your girlfriend would dig it.
Yeah, that's
She
good
wouldn't
too.
She wouldn't need chocolate for her
Fix.
for her pregnancy flings when she's tripping out on her trimester. She'd have sherbet.
Where are you going to get all them dill pickles in space?
You'll find it. Don't you worry about that, honey. I want ice cream.
3D
and pickles.
printers.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
won't want it pickled. She'll want it live.
It's just not the same. But we're in space. It's just not the same.
Where am I
In
going
other
to
news
get
today,
it?
they're
Just go out
having
the
a-
airlock and get it for me. I don't care.
In other news today, Russia has agreed to assist the ISS by sending up an unscheduled delivery via the SpaceX Dragon capsule containing cookie dough ice cream and dill pickles.
Awesome. Speaking of which, Antares got grounded today. There was supposed to be a launch.
Really?
Antares. Yeah, there was supposed to be a launch, but apparently high winds grounded the Antares launch. And it's set for tomorrow now.
Oh. Wow, what was its mission, do you know?
Private cargo.
Uh-huh.
We're not telling you.
Private cargo.
I thought I was in a loop.
It's cookies. I'm telling you, it's cookie dough ice cream and pickles for the first space babies.
Do you know
Well,
there
their mothers.
it was rumored that it had taken place already. And
Good.
that copulation had occurred anyway.
Right.
And it was suspected that the Russians had already done it.
They've sent female and male astronauts up at one time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's happened.
Yeah, I know.
Done.
At the
Space
moment the
babies.
camera's off. But they haven't had
Space-
space babies.
Space babies is great.
Chris, it's good to have you on the show, Chris. I was going to ask you, in researching any of your roles, had you ever been asked to go on board go into space?
Twice. Been there.
And look, 'cause we're keen. We haven't been to space, and we want to know a bit more about it.
It's cold. It's really cold. Crazy. It's cold.
Did you take it? Did you happen to know what time it was? Did you take a watch with you?
I don't got it tonight, man. I'm sorry.
That's
Just don't have
okay,
it.
man. I couldn't keep it together. Well, listening to this, waiting for something to happen to you.
Nothing's going to happen.
And nothing happened.
Do you know what that should be? That should be the intro theme music to what's the Heavy Mass Object Guys show?
The hijacker.
Oh
Reality.
no, yeah,
No, that's okay. The most important things: changing reality with the hijacker,
yeah. No,
otherwise
that-
known as Midnight Madness.
no, the other host.
Yeah, come on, Dave. Come on.
Gosh.
The other host, Terrell.
Yeah, that should be Terrell's.
Terrell
thing.
3?
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. I'm kidding. I'm not bagging out Terrell. I just that's exactly the opposite of the content. Everything's gonna happen with Terrell. So, sorry, Terrell.
It goes from 1 week to the next week. I had this plan the end of the beginning of April. Then boom, it don't happen, and it's extended. And love it, let it go. That's
Yeah.
Terrell.
Yeah,
I think. Go ahead, Dave.
I was just gonna say, yeah, crying wolf. unless you're pointing at it with your fingers and you can see it with your eyes, don't tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, I think for the most part, he's misunderstood by the listening audience, because what everybody is so holding their weight on and their breath on are the dates, the actual dates of so-called potential coming events. I don't think they stop and take a step back and look at him as a researcher, as what he's doing, and I think the research and the fact that he's talking about things, whether the dates are on or off or an event happens or not, there's a lot of good stuff in there, and I think if maybe he didn't stress on the dates so much of the exact dates, I think a lot more listeners wouldn't be so boy who cried wolf kind of thing. Yeah, I get all that about the dates, but there is a lot of good research in there, and I personally even haven't got that deep into it. But I know he's a guest on Jacker's show every Thursday night, Friday morning, Changing Reality. A little, I guess, Dark Star Thursday, Friday, whatever they do. And he's got some good information besides the dates, unfortunately. So
I really appreciate. Well, the best thing about Terrell is his research. You're right, Tones. When I heard him talking about 9/11, he had it down to per second timeline. And that's captivating stuff. It's a solid thing in the past. If I had to employ him for anything, it would be research, and he'd be doing a great job. Yeah? All in agreement, say aye. Aye.
No, don't believe it.
Good on you. Oh, my I got a sarcasm detector on my Skype line now, and it was just buzzing. So well done.
Oh, well done, Stu.
Oh,
I gotta love the hijacker. I tell you what, there's one post. I mean, Dave, you're pretty good, and Sev's pretty good, and Tones does some wonderful stuff. But I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. But hijacker, you've got to listen to him, because he just comes out with some amazing stuff. Just when you think, oh yeah, he's getting a bit stale and sterile and all the rest of it, he just hits the nail on the head. I mean, that guy, I don't know how he does it, but he just seems to be so connected, fingers on the pulse all the time. And I rate him pretty highly. I think that there's something about the hijacker that it's compelling, because, he's a good talker. But there's other things that if you listen to it, the content that he has to say, he's just nailing it every time. And it's the truth. It's no blooming made up lie. That's how I feel about it anyway.
He's became very articulate since he first came on the show, a year and a half ago when he showed up. Very articulate and opened up. He's great. He's a great person, great human being.
Yeah. And I think that's partially, if you listen to the archives and you go back to a certain Monday, he brought on Mary Hijacker. And you can just tell he's just so beautifully in love with his wife. It was just incredible. And she was talking about certain things, and they were talking together, and it made a really good show, and it just showed another side to him. The guy is just genuinely honest, or tries to be, and that's what we are looking for, aren't we? Aren't we looking for the truth? And I think that things that Hijacker pulls out of the bag and says, look at this. And I don't know if he gets everything right all the time, but he comes pretty close. Just to divert the question away from Terrell.
No, it's all good. The Dane 086 in the chat room just said, let's say he has his hammer is straight. And that's true. He's a straight hitter. Yeah. And, yeah. And look, we all love that about him. In fact, we love all our hosts. We don't have an issue.
We have some issues with some hosts, though. Maybe I shouldn't go there.
The comments of Stu, this is I'm the adjudicator. The comments of Stu may not match that of the station.
Definitely won't match the station, I tell you.
You're on your own. But look, I'm not going to put my foot in my job here. I love what I do, and let's just say everyone has the freedom of speech to be able to talk about what they want and interview who they want, and as long as they're not doing it with slander, in any way. I believe that to be the best medicine.
I think
for everyone.
people are pretty
Information
savvy,
is good.
though. People are pretty savvy. They know. You see, the thing is, you have to listen to a person for quite a while. And then, if someone comes out and says there were Black Panthers in an elevator and they were going to there was going to be a riot on election day in a certain part of Columbus, Ohio, you have to listen to that and go, where's that person coming from? They say they've got this contact that has seen this thing in iris telescope, and you just go, really? Prove it. There's certain things that some hosts come out and say are just blatantly not true, and I think people out there over a period of time get a good idea of what a person's like by what they say over a period of time. Someone can come on the air and say, oh, we've got this fabulous sleeping bag, and then when you request where you can get the sleeping bag, they say, oh, we got them at some sort of military thing, you can't get them anymore. But they talked on their show about this sleeping bag for an hour, yet you can't buy the bloody thing? I mean, it's just ridiculous. And they say that there's some sort of survivalist. I mean, it's just crazy. But people know. After a period of time, people realise that a certain person's a certain way.
That's true.
So,
look, we're coming up on the top of the hour break. We'd like to have everyone stay with us through the break. If you're listening, listen to the short self-promotional advertising for those shows, and we'll see you on the other side of the break. Hi, you're listening to Shiny Side Out. We're back on freedomslips.com, which makes it sound like we went away. It was just top of the hour break. We're part of Revolution Radio. We're halfway through show number 58. Just having a bit of fun on a roundtable tonight. Absent Mecci. It's all good. If you like what you hear, please go to freedomslips.com and push the donate button. Your donation is greatly appreciated and helps us run this station. There's a whole bunch of new features which your dollars have contributed towards, and it's going to make this station a lot more professional. We're looking forward to this technology, and it's a long time coming, and it's certainly awesome, I reckon. So, on the show tonight, if you've just tuned in at this top of the hour, we have Jebear, Seth from Second Foundation. We've got Tones, the legendary voice model, Tones, Stu Noodle, and Rectify from the chat room. You'd see us if you were at freedomslips.com in the chat room. You'll recognize all those names. We are here. We're live. You can chat to us in the chat room, or you can call in on 347-688-2902. Do it. Tonight we're having some fun. Guys, welcome back online.
Hi then.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks for having us. Having a great time.
Oh, that'd be good then. I don't know what accent it is, but I'm doing it anyway. No, it sounds more too much like Irish. For all the Irish people out there, I'm taking a piss. Freeform.
Yo, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Speaking of music, you remember Pony's little software synthesizer voice changer?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I got a better one. Check this out. Tell me who I sound like.
Check. Can you hear me?
That's awesome.
That's
Angela Black. You sound like Angela Black.
Who do I sound like right now, guys?
Have a bill.
It works.
Oh my goodness.
Right on. Yeah, I remember like Pony was doing Helena Phoenix, so I thought I'd do Heather if anybody guessed Heather.
Yeah, I did. That was funny. That was good.
So your voice is doing Heather right now. That's wild west.
Yeah, check it out. Tell me what to say.
Heather's going to school tonight with her daughter.
Heather's going to school tonight with her daughter.
Oh, that's uncanny.
That's creepy.
No, you already done Tones. Do Stu Diddle.
Oh man, it took me so long just to program Heather. It's like there's so many settings that you have to tweak to get it just perfect.
That's wild.
You could pretend to be one of the 9/11 callers from Flight 93.
Yeah, Faraday cages don't exist.
Hey, get Obama down, man. You can go someplace.
Oh,
You're live in.
No,
What?
everyone do that.
What'd you see, Jer Bear?
I said, Heather, if you could get Obama's voice down, you could probably get a birth certificate.
Oh, that's funny.
You have to get Heather on to have a conversation with herself.
Oh, that's good.
Hi, Tones.
Hi, Heather.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine. What are you wearing?
That's too identical, man. You're straight
Dude,
up.
I got this off this awesome torrent site. I'll have to like throw you guys a link. It's freaking awesome.
That is bad.
That's some awesome software, I'm going to tell you. As long as it helps my Christopher Walken.
That'd be great.
I've done like a big black guy, and I've done Heather, but Heather like took about an hour to get right.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the kind of software that they use for Flight 93. That's why I brought it up. And yeah, it's pretty complicated. It looks amazing when it's operating. And do you know what? When just even the inflections and the voice toning, not tones, but the voice tones in there, they're amazing. Because you don't talk like that, but you've got to talk a little bit similar in the way you punctuate for it to come across. But it even put those inflections, like that's amazing.
Hey, here's my big black guy. I did also, other than the Heather one.
I think we have I think we can typecast you now in our little role play coming up. How long does it take to switch between the two? Do you have to load it up, and is there a time delay?
No, it's just like two switches you got to click. Like, here, I'll show you how quick I can go to Heather.
Check.
Heather, how are you doing tonight? You got your stockings on or your pajamas?
I'm wearing pajamas.
That's awesome. So can you hurry up? What's taking you so long pasting a link in our Skype chat?
Well, it's a BitTorrent link, so I'm going to find it. I don't know if the current feed.
Just doesn't have to be a link, just the name of the software is awesome.
Oh, it's called Synchronicity, but it's spelled with a 0.
Oh, okay, cool. I won't begin to download it, but I certainly want to have a look at this thing.
Right, you know.
That's what I'm telling you guys. Anyway, I'll just have a look at it. I'll evaluate it for its merits. We've been joined not in our Skype chat, but certainly in the chat room by Vibes. Vibes, you're welcome in if you want. If you give me some kind of affirmative, I'll drag you in. Otherwise,
Vibes, come in so we can mock your voice. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that. We don't mock on this show, do we?
Want me to drag her in?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it. Just drag her in.
Do it.
Just do it.
I'm just checking it out. So, no, it's not that one. I don't think. I think I'd renamed it. I still can't find that. Oh no, I found it. That software, awesome. It'll take me too long, though. I think. Yeah, cool. Here she comes. Warning, incoming player.
Here she comes.
Just a walking down the street. Oh, I have to say, I See You in the chat room has asked whether Heather has a show here or is just a serial caller. Ah! That's funny.
She has a show with Rectify on Wednesday mornings.
Yeah, this is Heather. I do a roundtable. I do the roundtable on Tuesday night, Eastern Time, 11 o'clock.
That's just... You can fill in for Heather being Heather.
How do you know I have never done that before?
How do we know you're not Heather?
Right. Which one is which?
Dave, you have a new caller?
No, it's
Boy, if you use that,
Seth fell out.
if you use that as with a federal thing.
Shots at Sunday.
Hey guys, I'm thinking for the rest of the show with Vibes on board. Now I think we've got a full range of characters that we could have some fun. Oh, you're all characters. We wouldn't be here if we weren't. Right, guys?
That's good. That was good,
Praise.
Stu. What's that? Little G and a D?
No
What do you
wonder.
got?
Yeah, just a G and a B, yeah.
Right.
That's awesome.
Sounded good, Stu. Sounded good. It sounded good, Stu.
Hey, Stu, I've been in contact with my friend about...
I need to work on that song more. I don't know if you should do that.
No. He's...
What did he say? Did you say I was crazy?
No, he knows that I'm crazy. No.
Okay,
We just go back. We go back a long way, and yeah, he's awesome. And he has an ear. He can hear it in a scratchy old, audio tape, whether it's got it or not. And so
Okay.
I'm just gonna run it by him. Vibes from the chat room. Welcome on board. Anytime you.
Hi guys.
There you go.
Hey, Vibes.
Hey. Check your Skype times.
Check my Skype. Uh-oh.
I'm back to mute now. Keep up the good music.
Understood.
Wait. What's this? What are these links you dropped here, Lise? Is this stuff we want to...
Controversy, mayhem,
Why don't
general
you
chaos.
break it on air?
Yeah, break it right now, Liz. Come here, you can do that, Vibes.
Should we have a build up of a musical interlude?
I'm just gonna have to check it out. It's up his line, not really mine.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Well, you have the floor if you want it. Otherwise,
I don't.
Really? That's
On
coming.
behalf of David Dunger, I would like to welcome Vibes to the conversation. Vibes, you have the floor.
Oh, thank you. Should I break out
Hi,
the
Vibes.
conga now? Hi, Heather. Hey, Heather. Well, I got you here. How come you're a totally different person online than you are in the chat room? Why is that?
Well, it's because I hold on.
It's because I have split personalities.
Yeah, that was brought up earlier today, split personalities. They're real dangerous. I guess you're aware of that.
I'm really harmless, though.
That's crazy sounding.
I try
How
my
harmless are you,
hardest.
Heather?
I try my hardest, and I'm harmless. Oh wait, hold on. It's not working. Hold on.
But I do really like you, Vibes.
Thanks. I'm back to you now. Bye.
That's great. That's tits. They call that back in high school. That's tits.
Do you know what? You could ring. Wait, Tones. Wait. I'm just going to bring this to serious for a second.
Okay.
You could use that to call someone to tell them that you love them as someone else. There was a radio station over in Australia doing that gag. They were just ringing people that were only their friends and putting it live on air without their notification. You only need one person to authenticate the recording of the call, not both parties. And it went live to air, and these people were pretending to be other people. And I think that would be awesome, man. That is such a scary sounding, real sounding Heather on there.
We could, with that project or that Rectify gizmo he's got, we could change the world with that.
Yeah, you just ring up.
Play Obama. This is the real Obama.
That's pretty much how the world already runs. The world is a stage.
Yeah. We could really say new world.
How crazy would that be? Turns out the whole world was a staged event.
Oh, I love that. Just ring up all of the major, leaders of the world.
Where is Heather? Let's drag her in. Can we try to drag her in here?
Well, I saw you.
Yeah, let's freak her out. That's what I want to do.
Oh boy! I love this music. Can you sing with that, Rectify?
That's Stu.
No, I know Stu is
Heather Holman.
sing it then.
It's your party and I'll cry if I want to.
It's my party and I want to cry. Oh, I want to cry. But I don't really want to. Yeah.
He wants to cry because he's giving birth in space.
Oh, that would bring tears to your eyes. No, Rectify, I was hoping you could do a spoken Heather World Word album to Stu playing then.
Oh.
Sing like Nancy Sinatra. These boots are made for stocking.
I think I know this song.
Yeah, you do.
These boots are made for knocking.
Play it.
Heather's not online right now.
I really want to say pet balls, but I'm not going to go there.
I see you. I'm just gonna be relaying from the chat room. If we're not keeping our eye on it, be careful. We're getting some suggestions. Maybe do a Kerry Cassidy, work one of those out, and it would be a gas. They're saying, and Vaubert's saying that this is a great show so far. She thinks this is really, really funny. Well, we hope to entertain, I suppose. Wow. So I can't come up with any. I'm so distracted with all this fun we're having. I can't come up with any scenarios to do a role play.
I can do the Christmas elf.
Oh, hey, Elf, how you doing?
Hey, do Nighthawk. Do Nighthawk.
You do it. Be funny.
Okay, so we need a scenario that involves space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we want to do interstellar travel as well? Go through space to do that, right?
Yeah, that's true. But, if we were just, instead of interstellar, we could just do travel like we were the first.
I wrote a song from the perspective of an asteroid belt miner sometime in the unknown future.
You saw that
cool.
their plan was to capture an asteroid and mine it. You see the plan? It was only released like last week.
It's from the view of an independent miner who is leasing a company-owned ship, and while he's on board the ship, the company just kind of owns him, and he's the whole song's about the next rock he lands on is going to be ice-covered gold with a diamond core, and he's not going to have to be out there by himself anymore. And eventually he's going to have so much money, he's going to buy L, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The Lagrange points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then have one hell of a view. Yeah.
Maybe, Steve, you're connecting into your higher vibrational self of yourselves in the future. And that
or
the story that you're coming up with now is something that's going to happen to your soul at future point in time.
Possibly. I took most of the inspiration from the Known Universe books by Larry Niven.
Uh-huh.
The Belters. Yes. Okay, so space travel, intersolar system, interplanetary travel. How about that?
Well, I was thinking planetary because, we could be the first envoy that goes to Mars. We could be the ones that the couple's already gone there. We haven't heard back from them, and we're on our way. We're on our way. We were the chosen.
How long has it
You'll
been?
never miss Mecci again if you get his voice down.
Here's a question: How long after the first couple arrives are we arriving? How long have they been there?
Oh, I think it was 6 months or something was the as long as they're not breeding like rabbits, the planet won't be overrun. Welcome on board.
Orion.
Welcome on board the spaceship. No way.
Jag får se about to see. Ja.
It's been 6 months.
Seth will be playing the mission specialist from NASA, head of the technical support flight crew. I'm going to play the second in charge pilot, only for the pilot mission. Until we get there. That's what Seth and my roles are going to be.
Can I play the cook because we're going to have noodles?
I love.
Day.
Can you?
I hope you like noodles because if you like noodles,
If I had a cook on a spaceship with me, I would want his name to be Stew Noodles.
Did someone say balls?
No.
Rectify will be playing a character named Heather, who is the ship's computer.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Tones and Jer.
Oh yeah.
Tones and Jer Bear were voted in by the listening audience on a radio station, and they won tickets.
Yes.
Forward.
Let's go, Tones. Let's go, brother.
I won.
I won something.
That's Uncle Frank.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Was it a Reader's Digest poll?
You may be a winner.
Listeners.
Revolution Radio.
Of course, we can pick up Revolution Radio the entire trip and our long game today for the rest of our lives on Mars. That's where we're going. Seth, and what's our telemetry look like?
Seth.
Everything so far is go. We are golden. We're on schedule. Nothing untoward has happened. We are. All the lights are green.
Countdown to blast off.
ETA is about 5 minutes, 30 seconds.
10, 9,
Happy 420, everybody.
7, 6, 5, 4,
All right, fire retro rockets.
2, 1. Blast off.
Computer, do we have enough noodles?
No, we've only got rice. We're gonna have to turn back. I repeat, we have no noodles, we have rice. We need to turn back.
The computer only responds if you refer to it as Heather.
Oh, sorry. Heather, do we have enough noodles on board?
Heather.
We still haven't worked out all the glitches.
I'll have to reboot
Scotty,
Heather.
do we have enough energy? Call Scotty down in the engine room.
I'm going to have to reboot Heather, and no, Jer Bear and Tones, you must remain seated while the seatbelt light is on.
Yes, sir.
Please return your tray tables to the upright position. Turn off all mobile technology.
That's alright, I wasn't getting much of a signal anyways.
Not from this distance.
Fastest cell service in the universe, my foot.
You're not with Sprint, are you? Yeah. Yeah, because I could name any telco here and you're not going to get it, but I can just make it up. I just wish they put those towers in before we got here.
Did that penalize
we're nearing proximity to Mars Base 1. So far, we have no response from our hails. Short range radio is unresponsive. We are reading 2 life forms. And that sound is letting us know that it is time to fasten those seat belts. Tones and Jer, seriously, sit down, fasten your seat belts. We are coming down.
Fastened.
Locked in.
All right. All right, Dave, I'm going to turn it over to you. Go ahead and switch on the autopilot, and we're going to prepare. We've got about 35 seconds left until we touch down. Mars Base 1 is now, we have visual contact. We can see it. Still no response. Does seem lit up and does seem to have power.
Houston, we have a problem.
What?
Heather, what's the problem?
We have a problem.
It seems like the problem is with Heather. I'll have to reboot Heather again.
Do we have enough fuel?
Oh no, we're fueled up, Jer. Don't you worry about that. We'll leave the flight controls to the experts. You guys, even though you didn't know it, we're not going to tell you that you're just ballast, but you're just ballast. All right? We're going to get there. It's all going to be great. And of course, the first people who have no script in any of this are usually cannon fodder. So we'll send you guys out. You didn't know this, but you're going to, when we land, the mission is that you guys go out first just to make sure everything's okay.
Yes, sir. I follow orders.
15 seconds until touchdown. We are now reading 2 unidentified flying vehicles that seem to be on an intercept trajectory.
Oh no!
Landing gear is down.
Are they friendly foe?
10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2
minutes. We're clear. You are clear to that surface. We're on the surface.
All right, suit up, Jared. It's time to go out. Tell us what's going on.
I'm getting mobile phone reception.
Somebody pick that up.
It's the president. I picked the phone up.
How do I answer it? It's not working. Oh, there we go.
I picked the phone up. It's the president.
This is Captain
Obama.
Captain
This is
Michael.
Obama.
Yeah. Well, he says he is. It could be rectified though with a voice translator.
This is true.
Check, 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 check.
Oh,
Yes.
Heather's online. Heather, do we have a clear line to the Earth?
Yeah, we should have a. Oh, hold on. Clear.
Clear. The landing is clear. Clear.
All right. All right. Everything seems fine here. All the readouts are still green.
This is phenomenal.
The remote readings we're getting from MB1, Mars Base 1, green lights. The settlement is pressurized, under pressure. Atmospheric readings seem nominal. It's a little bit cold outside, but
Who's playing Mario?
Is that Disneyland I see over there?
It sounds like we've landed underwater. I'm sure we're on the surface, and I have to ask Seth: Have you located on radar those two anomalous objects that you noticed on the way down?
they were on an intercept trajectory when they got within about 50 meters of us, where we should have had visual contact through the clouds. That we lost all electronic signature. As soon as we touched down, our radars went dark. Everything seems normal. I'm scanning visually, and the cameras are picking up nothing out of the ordinary. I'm still not getting a response from Mars Base 1. I am continuing to try.
Awesome. Okay, we've got Jeb Air and Tone suited up, ready for their EVAs. And,
There's a knock.
Oh. Who's that?
Let him-
Who can
let
it
him
be?
Use
Let
the
him in.
doorbell.
Well, we'll have to. We can let them into the
It's
airlock.
Pony.
Pony. He's here already?
Suddenly, the sound ceased, and we opened up the airlock.
Pony, I got better software than you, my friend. Check this out. Who am I?
Pony.
It was Pony at the door. He was one of the two.
Rectifier. I reckon Heather's sitting on your lap and you're just sharing the microphone.
Seth, I have to say, clearly the elongated, the lengthy space-time has affected their consciousness.
Yes, the computer has been acting incredibly weird. It's a good plan that we had the backup systems in place to override the autopilot feature.
Absolutely, it hasn't gone well. I've had to reboot it. What is it, an Atari 64?
We're gonna have to have them look back into that the true people personalities on the computers again. I'm not sure if that was such a great plan.
My point is.
Me and Tones are bailing, man. Me and Tones are bailing. You guys got us all screwed up.
Our visitor. What was that? I'm Captain Michaels of the ship that we just arrived on. David, what's the name again? I'm sorry.
I don't know. My brain's fried from the Van Allen belt.
Dinner is served. We're
It was
having
the-
noodles tonight. I hope you realise we're having noodles.
It was
Please
The
confirm.
ISS Noodle.
Captain,
I'm captain of the ISS Noodle. Pony,
Can I take
welcome. This
noodles
is
to go?
my crew.
Hi guys.
Now,
You think
so,
the noodles will stay in the E EVA?
all right, if they're nice, you won't see them on the inside of your visor in 20 minutes.
Edward Scissorhands was good with noodles.
So we have to. I'm not sure that Pony is one of the first two of the couples that landed. Are we detecting any further life forms, Seth?
Illuminati.
Yeah, actually, the scanners did not pick Pony up at all. The two life forms still seem to be all right. Their heart rates would lead me to believe that they are in sleep, that they are currently asleep, or at least very, very relaxed. I'm not sure if they even picked up our arrival.
I see Bernie. He room jumped over here.
Oh, awesome. Well, there's a few people that were in the jump program. Maybe they're here. Let's go outside, and I think we all suit up and go outside. Heather, you stay here, and Stu, if you want to stew us some noodles, the ship. We'll radio if we find anything. Where is Tones getting the Tones, can you leave your MP3 player behind? I think we need to do a mission to see what
All right, everybody suited up, ready for decompression.
Heather, is the weather okay for us to step out?
Man, why do I have to be left behind all the time? It's not fair.
Why is it me? Why is it always me?
Why me?
Okay, we promise you we'll take you on the next mission.
Well, you'll have your dinner ready when you get back.
Oh, awesome. You've got to,
All right.
Control it. You've got to be there.
Engage outer airlock door.
Outer airlock door is open. Stepping on the surface.
The government is here! Run, E.T., run! Run, E.T.!
Do you have a visual, Seth? Do you have a visual on those two objects now that we're outside of the ship?
We're on a golf course.
I still can't see them. I do see some two clouds of dust about 150 meters to the east and west of us. They don't seem to be natural phenomenon, so I'm assuming that the aerial vehicles that we picked up on radar landed a little distance away, but as far as I can tell, there is no visual confirmation yet.
Awesome. Okay, let's make our way over to the what are we going to call it? The hive, maybe? It had already come in. The couple that did the first to land on Mars. Let's go.
Oh no, Spaceballs!
All right, here we go. We're going to ring the doorbell.
Hello?
How it talks in music.
Avon calling.
Someone's at the door!
I think
Don't answer it.
I think time is different on Mars. They've only been here for 6 months. They weren't pregnant. They've already got a child that can talk. Oh, I've got an idea. I think this might have been a hybrid breeding.
Should I let him in?
I think there's an interbreeding program going on here too, Seth.
Possibly. I'm not sure. Do you think that? I don't know. 6 months isn't all that long.
It isn't that long. It's not long enough to have children. Let's put it that way. But I've got my tricorder out, and Pony still doesn't come up. I still don't read Pony at all. Maybe Pony's a hologram.
Captain Dave, come in.
Oh, I'm getting a
Captain
message.
Dave, this is the chef. This is the chef coming in. This is stew noodle. I've burnt the noodles. Can we have chop suey instead tonight for dinner?
There goes the neighbor.
Again,
Dave
chop suey again.
Again. Better than.
Okay, can I confirm that we're having chop suey for dinner tonight?
I can't believe we had the choice between stew steak and stew noodles, and we picked stew noodles.
I know. We could have had
This is
steak.
rectified to the noodle. Are you limp?
How about Mugu Gai Pan? Can we have some Mugu Gai Pan?
I like
Okay, I'll
pad
take
thai.
that as a confirmation then.
Pad thai is a noodle dish. That's my favorite. So,
It's hard to play Heather, I'll tell you that. I can do the voice, but it's hard to do her personality.
do that, Dave.
It's hard to maintain trying to be that awesome.
It's like, you know.
So we've
Hi,
got
Helena. Hi.
Hi, Heather. I'm glad
I
you're back.
think that Pony may actually be a native Martian. I don't think that he I'm still getting the life forms in there. They're asleep. He did walk up and knock on our spaceship immediately after we landed.
Accessing
Are you?
Interesting.
Are you humanoid? Are you a life form, or are you what's a nice way of putting it? A stinking robot.
I am not normal.
Oh, cyborg Martian. I hope this is going in the log. Stu, will you check and make sure that we got the log recording?
Extra 10-4, Echo Charlie Foxtrot.
Echo Charlie Foxtrot. Roger. We're on the surface. We're just about to knock onto the chamber that comprises or houses a couple. Let's go.
Look, they're playing frisbee golf.
Oh, I love frisbee golf. But we've got to check, Jer Bear, we have to check out the couple. We have to see how they're doing. This was our first mission, our primary objective.
But they're not answering the door.
No, they might be on the toilet.
Dave, is that a space cow?
You mean this is where the aliens bring the cows after they abduct them?
No, it is not a space cow. It is a Martian cow. Obviously, couldn't you hear it in the moo?
Oh, it definitely sounded like that to me.
Thought I saw frisbee.
You can't hear space cows. Vacuum.
That's true. Where was my elementary physics 101? I'm not sure what's scary.
Martian cows are actually notoriously easy to frighten.
Oh, that makes sense. So I'm thinking that maybe, Seth, we should enter the habitat. Let's open up. Let's use our special cards and open up the habitat. Go in the airlock and
we've got to get we're gonna have to. Stu, why don't you go ahead and suit up and join us and bring that newfangled laser cutting torch we brought along?
No, there's absolutely no way I can make a suit up and come out because look, I burnt the pots. The noodles are burnt, you know. So I'm washing dishes. I'm sorry, I've got domestic chores to do. Okay, I'm not coming out.
We didn't get the budget to have a dishwasher.
Pony, that looks like a key you've got around your belt there. Is that looks like it'll fit the slide on the door there. Why don't you open this place up for us? And what are you doing with the key in the first place? And one other question: do all Martian cyborgs have equestrian names?
What was that?
Mute.
I'm gonna take that as a positive. All right, the door's
I
open.
don't like this gas on this planet.
Dave, do you want to go in, or do you want to send in?
Go now.
No, I'm going in. I'm definitely going in. I got to see this. From all the things we read about what they've done to it since they've been here and all the plants they've been growing and everything, I have to see it. I've got to see their habitat. I've got to see what they've been living in for 6 months and what we're destined. Yes.
Can you find some medicinal marijuana for Mummy, please?
I'm sure that's what's causing them to.
That may be why they haven't answered the door yet.
Exactly.
They're worried it's the police.
So you guys stay out there and stay nice and safe, and I'm going to go in there and check it out, and I'll let you know.
All right, Godspeed. We'll be right here, 10 feet away from you on the other side of this door.
Okay, I'm going through the door right now. It's hard to open. Wow. This reminds me of the 20th century. Even movie posters. They've set this up like a New York apartment.
Dave, you forgot your gas mask.
No, it's very smoky in here. But I found them. They're okay. They're okay. I repeat, they are okay. They are just asleep. Next.
All right.
Can we send that back to Mission Control? Yes, sir.
All right. I'm coming in. If it's safe, I'm coming in.
It's safe. I've taken my helmet off. There is atmosphere. We're okay.
Houston, we need more chronic. Houston, more chronic.
Well, that's a very strange water purification system there. They got sitting on the table, and it doesn't look like it's. They must have it out for repair.
Yeah, yeah, it's smoking.
It's smoking. Well, obviously, it need repair then.
It does look like that. There's space wolves here.
No, that was the doorbell.
Oh,
I'm going to go open it and let the rest of the guys in.
awesome.
That is a bit strange for a doorbell. I'll give them that.
That'd freak me out.
There's not.
All right. And, okay, I'm going to look around the rest of the place. Should we wake them up and let them know we're here? I've got a plan. We could hide. All right, this is what we're going to do. Everybody find somewhere to hide.
Oh, I like this idea. Okay, we're all hiding.
I'm gonna hide under the table.
All right. Who's gonna wear the alien mask?
I think we give that to Pony.
No, that's not a mask, man. Come on in, Pony.
I've got the mask on.
Awesome. Okay, we all ready?
Yes.
Who's got the foghorn? Seth, I can't see if you woke it up.
Brother. This is a honky over here.
This is Pony 1, requesting permission to land. Over.
Someone's at the door.
Yeah?
All right. Comet, first man on Mars. Howard, it's good to see that you're awake and have joined us. Oh, he just fell back asleep. There he is.
No, he's awake again. He is awake. Confirmation high.
This is Houston. We want to know down here what's going on up there. I need to know quick because me and Dick Cheney's got a duck hunt we gonna go on here in a minute. So I need to know what's going on up there right quick.
That was my impersonation of a comet.
Well, currently we have successful landing on Mars. We took a quick survey due to our malfunctioning computer of the landscape. Everything seemed fine. We did have what I'm assuming was a radar glitch that appeared to be two unidentified flying vehicles that were on an intercept course with our ship, but as they came into visual range, they disappeared off the radar. So that's the only thing out of the ordinary, other than the fact that we found the inhabitants of MB1, Mars Base 1. They were unconscious, but apparently just due to their interesting methods of water purification. But they are returning to consciousness right now, and we will give you a further update when there are more details.
Well, that's great. Are there any ducks up there? Me and Dick Cheney want to go duck hunting in a new spot. Is there any ducks up there on Mars?
No, we have run into a Martian cow or a Mao. And,
as we like to call them up here.
Yes, a Mao. For all you groundhogs, that's a Martian cow. This one has had we believe his name was Seitung, actually.
Seitung. Okay, I'm recording all this. We're gonna make a report on this. How about any gold? Did you find any gold up there? We need some more gold. We're running out of gold down here.
We've only been on the surface for a few minutes. We're still trying to wake up the occupants of MB1.
Y'all hurry up and find that gold.
It sounded like one of them woke up for a second and used the water purification device again and has fallen back asleep.
Captain Dave, come in, Captain Dave.
I read you loud and clear, Stu.
How many left?
Dinner will be served in 30 minutes.
Okay,
confirm that. Can you confirm that, please?
Okay,
Foxtrot.
Roger on the dinner call. Thanks so much. Gee, what's
for dinner again?
Is that you, Jer Bear, using the water purification device?
It's a Berkeley from right out of the Bay Area.
Berkeley water purification. Don't leave home without it. Don't arrive on Mars without it.
Is
How did you
Nighthawk
get that
here?
through customs?
Jer Bear, you said you were alone.
I'm not alone. I'm a stone.
No, that's C tongue. That's C tongue.
Never kick a good cow out of bed.
Mao. Mao's tongue. You know the Martian cow? C
Yep.
tongue?
Yep.
Yes.
Yo,
Who smuggled
Yes.
a rapper in their luggage?
yo, get up, yo, get up, yo, get up, go.
That's my iPod. I'm sorry, it's malfunctioning.
Oh, that's good. Lucky. Because we've calculated only the right amount of oxygen, in here for our stay. Goodness me. You
got sick?
haven't been
Sounds
eating
like you're taking a
serious dinner.
dump.
Did
You're
you
gonna
guys
have
hear
to-
the doorbell?
Yeah, I did actually. Who is it? Who's at the door?
Oh, it's
No, that's their alarm clock. That's it. Look, it's old school, yeah? Time moves fast
Wow.
on this planet.
The blue meanies are here.
how did they appropriate the space on board for the cuckoo clock? That's amazing.
Goodness me. Do you know, it sounds like an old sci-fi movie.
Well, seems like there's a shoreline.
Oh, we knew there was oceans on Mars. Well done, Tones, for finding that one. We should have looked while we were outside.
What color is that water?
Blue, which means it's blue sky.
Looks red to me.
Which means we were right all along.
We were right. There's YouTube.
Jerry, you got to take off your sunglasses, man.
Oh, man, I forgot about that. Excuse me.
Put your feet in the water.
And your rose
Them
colored
blue blockers will make everything look red.
Okay, somebody's got to go drink the water. Somebody's got to go test it. Who's it going to be?
I'll go drink the water.
Thanks, Heather.
Man, you guys never let me do anything.
And
I
Mr.
think it's an
Alexa-
I think it's air purification. I don't think it's purifying anything that has to do with water.
Stu will
That's
bring
great.
you the water so you can wash the dishes, okay?
Okay. Thank
Hey,
you.
Seth, is it just me, or am I want pizza.
Oh, I
if we-
love a pie.
Yeah,
Stu,
I
if we-
want to play mini golf.
Wait,
If we back up under this water,
Hello, everybody. Everybody stop. Stop. No, stop. I just want to thank you, Dave, for entertaining us tonight. And I want to let you know that this is actually Heather. I'm not a voice changer. I'm not an elf. I'm not a program. Okay. I play on the internet with a voice changer. I'm actually Rectify. I'm just kidding. So it's hi, Comet.
Hello there, Heather.
It's me. It's really me.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So how are you?
I'm doing really good. How are you doing?
Do you believe me?
About 10%.
I got you all.
We're both here.
Yeah, check it out. Heather.
Rectify.
Heather.
Rectify.
Rectify.
Heather.
Heather.
Rectify.
All right.
You're clicking on it really fast, Rectify. You're going to have to stop doing that. It's confusing us.
Very good, Rectify. I gotta give you a
So it was the computer that smuggled another person on board.
Exactly. You've been hiding inside the computer.
Typical.
Oh, gosh.
Helena, get out of the computer instantly.
Helena? Is that Helena?
It's my body Rectify and Tones.
Hey,
How's it going,
Helena.
guys?
Oh,
I don't know if this is coming through all right, but yeah, Melbourne rocks.
Hey, did they wake up? Where'd they go?
I just saw a bright flash and they're both of their.
Oh, look, guys, I'm on my iPad. I'm just going to have to drop out, all right? Thanks, guys. See ya.
Hi, Helena.
I was watching Seth and it was a bright flash and they both of them disappeared.
Those waves are looking really strong right now. Maybe we should head back to the ship.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should get off this godforsaken rock.
Stu, if we bring
need a song. I think we need a song, don't we?
We do need a song before.
We need to finish on a song. Let's just make it a musical.
Awesome.
Ship is reporting 3 incoming ships.
Let's just take a bucket of this water and you can make us a pizza, Stu.
Awesome. We have 3 inbounds. I'm warning, 3 inbounds.
All right, everybody, back on board. Back on board right now.
Please return to your stasis modules. Airlock closing in
45 seconds until emergency liftoff. 45 seconds until emergency liftoff. Please drop what you're doing and secure your person.
Please take off your personal reality inverters. Turn to your seating. Please make sure your seat is up and your tray table is in its upright position.
Stop at a moon on the way back. Pick me up some H3O.
Seconds till emergency liftoff. 30 seconds until emergency liftoff. We should have visual contact with the 3 bogies in 15 seconds.
Dinner is ready. Dinner is ready.
Awesome. Dinner's ready, everyone. Last food before the individual stasis pods close. We have 1 minute until the end of the show. I repeat, 1 minute till the end of the show. Helena, how did you get here? Were you in a jump room? The real Helena.